Dog and run over while karma driving. Radical mind shifting, realizing more power to the people realizing.
Why is there all the focus on gays by the heterosexually oriented when their own lives are such a mess? Perhaps it's because pointing fingers is what they do the best. The crime of child molestation they always wish to pin on gays, when the majority perpetrating such crimes have been, quote, straight, unquote, from the beginning until today. No doubt a light needed to be shined on the darkness of so-called priests who get their jollies with little boys. But where is the equal railing against the preachers, rabbis, and priests who use little girls as their personal sex toys? Simply by admitting one's orientation, low down, dirty, ungodly, evil, nasty, inhuman sex fiends they are, it is assumed. This by the very same heterosexuals who indiscriminately murder their own children in the womb. Even those who make the claim to be against this sort of thing would turn around and abort a child if a test could prove a homosexual from the womb they would bring. Oh, no love do they deserve, it's claimed. God sees them as detestable things, so like dirt beneath their feet, many feel obligated to treat them instead of as human beings. All the while they close their eyes, the heterosexuals do their best with regard to certain facts, how quick they are to protest. There are those who know the truth about many a hetero brother who will do certain things with men for one reason or another. Sometimes it's just to get off their rocks, having no women around because something they've done has gotten them put under key and lock. Others of them, like cunning bees, offer up their honey to women or men. It matters not, as long as they get some money. Instead of checking oneself in the mirror, it's so much easier to judge another, for we know full well many doing the judging for a pocket full of dead presidents will sell spouse, children, father, and mother. What's up with all the women who can't put a finger on the identity of their baby's father, and the men who are serial impregnators, creating children with whom they will never be bothered? And what of those men who feel it right to beat their women into submission for having the audacity to think, speak, or do without being given permission? Please someone explain to me, for I just don't understand. The women, yes, the women who so often place the protection of their children beneath the desire to be with some man, even when it's plain to see for the children that man doesn't give a damn. How sadly often a child is being abused, and it's their parent's lover, the one who stands accused. The child ends up being rejected when over them, the abuser, their parents, does choose. How many of the heterosexuals sit at home at night stewing and brewing, wondering who it is this time their husband or wife is screwing? Many a pious minister in church who off his congregation gain great wealth, at home be cruel parents and taskmaster who viciously berates their children for the slightest infraction, beating them damn near to death. From their lofty pedestals do the holy ones look far down their noses on people who they say God condemned by the way of the words of Moses. All the while they do ignore the truth about themselves as they run amok in their guises, poorly representing the way of love, God, Jesus, or the 12. This is BjustB. Have a good one. Be just. And just be.
Dog and run over while karma driving. Radical mind shifting, realizing more power to the people realizing. No time for hypocrisizing. Bigoted homophobic moralizing. Bible thumpin, testalyin. Mothers crying, soldiers dying.